Welcome, sons and daughters of Odin. I am the Lord of the Runes. Welcome to another daily reading of the elderfuthark runes, the 24 ancient symbols, 4D symbols of guidance and power. These runes, once incorporated into your life, will change your life dramatically in a lot of ways, as they have mine. The purpose I'm using them for now is divination, and I will draw from my bag of runes a message from the beyond. Let's see what the wyrd has to offer. No, not that one. Oh. Hagalaz. This is the rune of significant, dramatic, and often devastating change. It literally symbolises hail. And I think we had a bit of that around Sydney today. Well, there was warnings of it anyway. I don't know. I haven't checked the news to see where it actually fell. But when hail falls on crops, for instance, it's devastating. It can totally destroy a whole crop in an instant. And for the ancient peoples, that was highly destructive because they would grow the crops for their food, for their winter stores, obviously. And if it was destroyed, what were they going to do for food? They were buggered. Well, I shouldn't laugh, but you know what I mean? Buggered. And this is the symbol of that change, of that devastation, of that having nothing to fall back on, really, having to adapt to the new world after devastation. And what do you do when that happens? What do you do when there's a circumstance forced upon you from an external factors, an external force that is not malevolent, by the way? It's a natural, benign or neutral force that just comes and carves a swathe through your life. What do? There's two ways to react. Two main ways anyway. One way is you can remain in victimhood. You can complain. You can grieve. You can be in that mindset that, oh, why did this happen? Why did this have to happen to me? What am I going to do now? Oh, I wish this never happened. Does that really get you anywhere? No. You can wish all you want that it didn't happen, but it has happened, and you can't change it. So the more mature, the more powerful way to respond is to accept that nothing can be changed from what has already occurred, that the energy of Hagalaz has come and gone. It's swept away all that was known, all that you knew, and all that remains is a new world that you have to adapt to. And that's a difficult mindset to really adopt in trying circumstances where there's been some sort or form of devastation. Now, whatever form that comes in, yes, there is a time for grief, there is a time for mourning, there is a time for basically recovery. Oh, get out of that. My dog again. There is a time for recovery, but that's a limited time. And to stay in that energy means you just don't move forward, you don't recover. You don't adapt to the new world. And you can be swallowed by the grief, swallowed by the misery, the victimhood. Now, that doesn't help anyone. And when you really rise above the victim mentality and rise to the new heights that are available to build back even better than you were before, then that's a divine act. That is a powerful act. That is a confident act. That is a mature act. And when you take that mindset, anything that comes after, you can really handle. No, I wouldn't say with ease, but you're stronger, you're more wise, you're better prepared for disaster. And when disaster strikes again, you can bounce back a lot quicker. Now that is resilience, that is growth, that is attaining a higher level of being by being able to bounce back from tragedy, devastation, hardship. And when we're able to adapt to that mindset continually, then I wouldn't say life becomes easier, but you're stronger. You're able to handle more, and you're able to rise to greater heights, even greater heights. The adversity comes you almost welcome it because you know that there's going to be great learning and wisdom attained from it once you adapt that mindset. And that's a powerful thing. That's immensely powerful, immensely empowering for your being and for your humanity and for your divinity. So when disaster strikes, yes, take the time to recover, but don't be mired in misery. Don't be mired in victimhood, because that gets you nowhere. And you miss out on the opportunity to learn and to grow in wisdom and power and build back even better than you were before. That's pretty much all I can say about that one. It's not a good one to get in a read for people. Whenever I do a reading and I see that one come up, I'm like, oh, okay, what am I going to tell them here? And yes, it's never pleasant, but you take the attitude of this too shall pass, this shall pass. The sun shall rise and the dawn will break. This shall pass, be still and know. And on that note, I shall leave you, and may your journey be blessed.